Hello investors, welcome back to your number one place for all your investing needs. So once again, we're going to be discussing the stock NIO. So NIO is doing very well. If you look right here today, we're up about 10.5%. We're currently trading at $41.67. So if we take a look here in the past 5 days, this stock has went from about $30 to $41.50. So that's a pretty huge gain of about 37%. So 37% gain just in about 5 days, which is amazing actually. Nobody predicted that this was going to happen that quick, and that's something that is good. And now we're going to be discussing a couple things in this video. Obviously, how NIO is pretty much as worth as much as GM right now, and just a sign of why the EV world is about to take over pretty much the whole world. And we're going to be talking about some more NIO stock price upgrades that we received, and just earnings coming up, and just some more positive news that we have. Now, as you guys can see in our growth portfolio, we obviously have NIO, and we're up a pretty good chunk on this one if we take a look right here. So NIO current value is $8,691.96. So as you guys can see, I've been adding more and more, to this position. As you guys saw in the last video, it was worth a lot less. I mean, just last week we only had about 2,000 invested in it. Then we moved it to about 4.5, and then 5, 7, and then today we added even more. So currently our gains are about $1,783. That's just profit right now, pretty much. And if we take a look down here, we own 209 shares of NIO currently, with an average buy price of $33.03. Our previous average was about $27, but as I bought more, the price kept going up. It would have been nice if I would have bought in all of them at 27, but it's okay because we didn't want to rush into it and do something bad. So this is pretty good. We have a pretty decent position right now in NIO, and that is some positive news for us. Now guys, if you guys enjoy these NIO videos, go ahead and smash that like button. Let's try to get 100 plus likes on this video. It helps the channel grow and it helps the YouTube algorithm. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I make a new video. I'll make videos on dividend investing, growth investing, hot stocks like these EVs that are right now, like NIO, even like Tesla and all these other stocks. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned for the channel. And now let's get into all the news. So the first thing is NIO is worth as much as GM. It's another sign EVs are taking over. This was created this morning, actually, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So electric vehicle investors remember when Tesla marched past one rival after another in terms of market capitalization, as Elon Musk's company headed towards dominance among automotive stocks. Now another EV maker is performing similar feats. So pretty much, like we always said, this is the Chinese Tesla, and they're pretty much doing exactly what Tesla did before. They're just beating everybody one by one and climbing higher and higher on the list. Stock in Chinese EV maker NIO is now worth more than 50 billion after an epic rise in the year. That makes NIO worth roughly the same as the century-old automaker GM, which we just discussed. So basically, investors believe electric vehicles are the future of the automotive industry, and they're willing to pay for electric vehicle startups, and still have concerns about the ability of traditional automakers to shift to a battery-powered paradigm, which is obviously going to be a tough thing to transfer. But NIO shares are up about 73% in the last month, and about over 800% in the past year to date. So returns that are not comparable to the obviously S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, as the S&P 500 is averaging about a 7 or 8% gain yearly. They also surpassed the return of Tesla. This stock is down about 1% over the past month, so Tesla is actually down for the month, while NIO is up over 70%. Tesla's stock, of course, has grown by around 400% since the start of the year. Tesla also has a market value of around 400 billion, far higher than any other global automaker. So we all watched Tesla climb to the top as the years went by, and there was a lot of skeptics and a lot of people thinking that Tesla could not do it. But Tesla did do it, and a year ago, Tesla's market capitalization was around 57 billion, just over 54 billion GM. So Tesla was pretty much in the same boat as NIO is right now. Now Tesla is worth more than Toyota, Volkswagen, and GM combined. NIO's market cap was around 53 billion on Thursday morning. That's about 1 billion more than GM's 52 billion. NIO is already bigger than Ford and Fiat Chrysler automobiles. This is also confusing to traditional auto investors for one simple reason: the size. NIO, on a cadence basis, delivers approximately only 60,000 vehicles per year. Tesla delivers about 600,000, and GM is about 7 million. So that's a huge difference right there. So the most recent data point to an annualized rate makes more sense. So Tesla and NIO are growing rapidly, which is good. That means that they're going to be producing more and more cars as we go by. As we already saw, Tesla is close to a million cars per year. That is their goal. That makes NIO worth about 867,000 per car or vehicle, and then Tesla is valued around 667,000 per vehicle, and GM is less than 1,000 per car or truck sold. The big gap is a testament to what investors think about electric vehicles, but Wall Street agrees in great general terms. Even as if analysts have doubts about the stock valuation, Tesla's average share price target implies company value of around 330 billion, below the current figure, but still more than any other automaker, regardless of the size. Analysts' average price target values NIO shares at over 33 billion, which is even more than Ford's total. And then they say, simply put, electric vehicles are on fire because investors expect rapid growth to continue. And I agree with that. I think that as we are moving, further and further, our years are going by, people are going to be transferring very quickly into this, um, the growth. They're expecting these electric vehicle growth to go quicker and quicker, and that's what we're seeing right now, which is good because that means that we're, thinking about our environment and thinking of a better way to do things instead of using gasoline. And then another thing we want to talk about is obviously the other day we had a price upgrade. So NIO price target up to $34 at the Dutch bank. So that is a huge, another one. Analysts on Tuesday raised the price target by $8 to $34 per share, following another record sale month for the Chinese electric car maker that believe that its order book will remain robust. So obviously, we saw that NIO delivered over 5,000 vehicles in the month of October, and that was a new record for them as they've never done that in the in the past before. So there's some risk that Tesla could cut the price of its local Model Y, which we discussed as well. If they cut their price, that kind of affects everybody else because they have to make a cheaper car as well, which could potentially hurt near-term sentiment and slow NIO order book, which is okay. It would be a direct competitor to NIO's EC6 and the ES6 vehicles. Beyond that, as BEV adoption increases and word of mouth spreads, we continue to believe NIO can make material share in the premium segment as consumers begin to understand the value, propositioning, and quality of its products and services. And then, obviously, the ADRs have gained more than 760% this year, compared with gains around 5% for the S&P 500, which we discussed. Obviously, the S&P 500 is not making 700% or anything close to that ever. It's always around 6, 7, or 8% gains, the average in the past 100 years. So NIO is doing just so well, and we're gonna have to discuss a couple things. Can NIO continue to run up? Wow, as we come back to this price, the price is still going up. We almost hit $42 per share. But the real question here with NIO is, can NIO continue to move like this? So we're making 10% gains every day for the past week pretty much. I mean, we're just going up and up. Every morning we see a huge gap up, and then sometimes a little bit of a pullback, but then it just keeps going up and up and up. And then we're getting price upgrades. We're getting, all these analysts talking about it. This stock right now is really hot. Volume is picking up. I mean, the average volume is 117 million. We hit 273 million, and we still have 10 or 15 minutes in the market today. So we're doubling the volume, almost tripling the volume, which is huge. We're hitting all-time highs every day. And then another huge thing is we have earnings coming up. So these earnings are going to be a huge key to NIO, and it could also drive the price to continue to keep going and continue to surge up. We're pretty much going parabolic right now with the stock, and it's just going up. It could be one of those running up to the news, basically, where the stock continues to go up until earnings, and then once earnings are released, the stock takes the pullback, even on positive data, since the stock has already went up so much that, now it's time for everybody to take in some profits and sell off a little bit. But we will see how earnings are going to be, and hopefully the earnings are just tremendous and out of the park, where the stock has no other option but to go up, and people continue to build up on their positions. And then obviously we just have positive data coming, one after another. Hopefully we'll get some price upgrades as well after earnings. But in January we have NIO Day, which is going to be another huge thing to see. NIO Day, they're going to be discussing a bunch of new things, just like when we had Battery Day with Tesla. This is a very similar thing. It's called NIO Day with NIO, and they're going to be releasing a bunch of new data, a bunch of new information for us investors. And I'm expecting prices to continue to surge throughout the next 2 or 3 months until we see what is going on. And then obviously they hinted at a European expansion, which is another huge deal if they start, moving to the European side. That could definitely help NIO as well, because then they're kind of like Tesla, where they're going worldwide. As Tesla is, they have in China, they have in Germany, in the United States, they're building in Texas. So if NIO can do this as well, they could be competing with Tesla very, very neck to neck, pretty much in a tie, and we could see some crazy price movements in the next few years with these two stocks as they compete for to be the number one, obviously, EV maker in the world. As Tesla is already, building a reputation and at the top, kind of. Now NIO is coming from the bottom, and nobody really believed in NIO, or at least I didn't when it was trading down here at $3 per share, as I owned it here when it was $3 per share. But obviously I sold off as I believed that its stock would not continue to surge up. But I was wrong. It went from $3 all the way to $42 right now, and I think that this stock is still has so much more momentum to go. It's pretty much already hit my price targets for 2021, so I'm gonna have to make some more evaluations and make a new prediction on the price of NIO in the next year or so. So we'll see. Now we might have to bump up our analyst price prediction right here personally from me. Previously I said it was around $42 per share. That's what I was expecting. But now we're already at $42, and it's not even the end of 2020. So we have another whole year to see what's going to happen. So what do you guys think? Leave a comment below. What do you guys think is going to happen with NIO prices? Do you think that NIO is going to continue to surge, or do you think it's time for a pullback? Are you taking profits, or are you going to continue to add on to the position? I personally am not going to be adding any more to my position at the moment unless we get a pullback below $35 per share, as my average price is, continuously going up, and I don't want it to get any higher. So leave a comment below letting me know what you guys are going to be doing. Also, go ahead and smash that like button, guys. It helps the channel grow. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more updates on NIO and just, growth stocks in general, dividend stock investing, all types of investing information. And obviously, we're just going over some data that we see from these analysts and, different news articles. So this is obviously not financial advice. Do your own research before investing into any type of stocks. So yeah, how many shares of NIO do you guys own? Leave a comment below as well. Let me know how many shares you have. Do you have more shares than I own in my portfolio? As you guys saw, I own around 200 shares of NIO. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.